Hello and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Millie and I love indie makeup, especially shiny, shifty, and sparkly eyeshadows. And today I'm going to be playing with the new Nomad Haunted Europe palette. And I was so excited about this because it's not necessarily like specifically Halloween themed, since obviously Europe doesn't celebrate Halloween, but it is still like spooky, horror, and the timing of the release in America is of course perfect. So this is the inside of the palette. The moment I saw it sneak peeked, I was excited because I knew there was going to be some deeper, grungier tones in there. And I just feel like this is really just such a beautiful color story. Really, really great. I love that each of the shades is a different location. So it's not necessarily like one specific place that is haunted in Europe. It's like a bunch of places, which is just such a great, amazing idea. In particular, Hauska Castle, which is actually in the Czech Republic, which is where I'm from. I haven't heard of it, but I have been in a lot of castles when I was younger. And I feel like usually there's some sort of a story of them being haunted. I feel like I don't really think of castles as not being haunted. There was this one particular time where I remember when I was a child, we went as a group in kindergarten and we had a tour guide who was taking us to the castle, and he was telling like some sort of like a haunted story, and he was going up and he was holding the keys, and then he dropped the keys and they fell on the ground and just scared everyone. I just vividly remember that because it was just really great timing and amazing because you were so distracted by the keys and what he was saying. So that's just my little anecdote. And then some of the other ones that stand out to me because they're pretty common is Frankenstein, Count Dracula, and Bloody Mary, of course. So I'm going to be creating 3 looks, but honestly, I just feel so inspired by this color story. It is just all the vibes right now, and I really can't wait to play with it more off camera. But for this video, I only have time for 3 looks, and this is the 3rd look, spoiler alert. So let's roll the swatches and then the 3 looks. So excited to dip into this palette. I'm priming with the P. Louise eyeshadow primer in the shade 0.5. As I've mentioned in previous videos, I'm just trying to use this eyeshadow primer up. I'm almost done. Going in with Brand Castle in the crease. I just am really feeling this kind of tone right now. I just feel like I want to use it so bad. I love the colors in here. It's just such a fun theme. I love that it's just not one specific place. Dipping into Black Forest, and I'm gonna deepen this look up a bit. I have to look up all these places. I've only heard of, or I've only know about some of these, but most I don't. So it's really intriguing. Definitely want to go on YouTube, and it's like a little history lesson in a eyeshadow palette. Going in with the Vernay Pixie Epoxy, I'm gonna do like a fake half-cut crease with it. I've been doing this a lot, and it just is so easy because it is a doe foot applicator. These shadows to me just scream like haunted castle, just give me serious like stone vibes with the colors. Going in with Krampus. I'm gonna put that right in the center of my lid. Oh, that's pretty. And then going in with Hauska Castle. This castle's actually in the Czech Republic, which, if you didn't know, I am originally from the Czech Republic. I've been to a lot of castles. This one I haven't heard of, but I was only in Czech Republic until the end of age 9, and then I turned 10 right when we moved here. I'm gonna go back in with Black Forest on the outer corner. So I've seen a lot of castles, and it's just really cool. Going in with Black Forest under my lower lash line. I'm going in with Hoya Baciu under the rest of the eye. I'm just really curious to see what this shade looks like, because it looks a little bit more satin, and it definitely is. It's got like a little sheen to it, but I think I would try to use this sprayed. I have on the Alter Ego Plush Lashes. In the waterline, I have the Sugar Drizzle Liner and Tickle. Here's the first finished look. Second look, I'm priming with the P. Louise primer again. I really want to go in with the orange, which is called Frankenstein, and it's actually funny because every time I see that name, it reminds me of that movie, Young Frankenstein, and when he gets called Frankenstein, and he's always like, "It's Frankenstein," and it's so funny. It's kind of like, it's not Leviosa, it's Leviosa, so it just reminds me of that. But Love this shade. Going in with Grendel. And I'm going to put it on an angle, and we're just going to fill in the empty spot right here. We're not going to blend them together, and just blending that out. So pigmented. That went a really long way. I think that I took it out a little too far. Wasn't expecting that. And then just packing on a little bit more to get that depth back. Kind of feeling like an Ireland flag right now. I'm going to put down a little bit of Fairnay Pixie Epoxy, just like right in the center between the two shades, and tapping it out. I'm going in with Highgate Cemetery, and I'm gonna pop that right on top. This is such a beautiful shade. Oh my god, it's like iridescent green. And I'm just feathering out the edges into the green and the orange. I'm gonna bring it high. I kind of want it to be pretty high, almost up to my brow. Finishing up this look with Grendel under my lower lash line and Frankenstein on this side, dipping into Highgate Cemetery right here, just reflecting basically what's on my lid. And I have on the plush lashes from Alter Ego. In the waterline, I have the Sugar Drizzle Multi-Chrome Liner in Moonbeam. Here's a second finished look. Priming with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow primer. I'm in the mood for an eyeshadow wing, so I'm going to go in with Dragsholm Castle. And I'm going to start drawing a wing with the eyeshadow. And I'm going to bring it up higher here because of my hooded eyes. And I'm just going to fill this in a little bit. That's pretty good. Then I'm taking Mary King's Close, and I'm going to put it into the inner half of my crease. Next I'm taking Spandu Citadel, and I'm going to deepen that up a little bit. Ooh, that is such a beautiful shade. Next I'm taking Mary Cemetery. I didn't put anything on my brush or my lid. I'm just going in with a dry brush. And this is coming on super nice. Love it. Next I'm taking Bloody Mary. Put that next to that. Again, not spraying my brush or anything, just going in. And that is super nice too. And then lastly, going in with Boogeyman, which is another gold. I feel like we didn't need two golds in here, but they're pretty similar. I really feel like if you put them both on the lid, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. I'm just blending that into the red, and I'm gonna take it a little bit higher. I think I'm gonna have to spray my brush maybe. I sprayed my brush with some water. I'm just gonna trace the cut crease and then take it down. And I'm gonna go back in with Bloody Mary and Mary Cemetery. I feel like I lost it just a little bit. Finishing off this look with a Dragsholm Castle under my lash line. Just bringing it a little further than it was. I'm gonna take Grendel and put that next to that. And then Mary King's Close. I put on the Michaela Code Orange lashes. In the waterline, I have Beauty Creations Shamrock. This is the third finished look. So I try to dip into most eyeshadows, but there are some that I didn't. For example, Ghost River, Count Dracula, Big Bad Wolf, and the Catacombs, which I'm really excited to try. The last palette I tried from Nomad was the Iceland Fire and Ice palette, which I absolutely love. So far, the shimmers and the mattes seem right on par with that. We've got a nice depth. There's no blending away. I really am enjoying these mattes. They feel really like dense, but not too dense. They're pigmented, but they're very easily blendable. And something else that I've really noticed with Nomad's shimmers in particular is that they blend together really nicely. So even though I put like a green and a red next to each other, the way that they just smooth out together is really nice. The only thing is that Hoibachu Forest and Big Bad Wolf and the Catacombs seem a little bit less sparkly and shiny, which is what I prefer. But of course, not everybody does. But then Hauska Castle, Highgate Cemetery are really, really beautiful and metallic, but overall these apply like a dream on the lid. You really don't even need to dampen your brush. So I'm really happy I got this palette, and I'm really happy that they came out with this palette, and the timing is perfect. It is about to be October, and I just know I'm going to be dipping into this palette lots and lots more. Maybe if I have time, I will even end up doing more looks or trying to incorporate it into another video. So let me know in the comments below if you picked this palette up or if you're interested in it. I would love to hear your thoughts. So that's everything for this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you subscribe. There's so much indie makeup content up already on my channel and much more to come. You do not want to miss out. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.